There are some strange news stories out there, but can you guess them right? Hello and welcome back to the Daily Weekly Show. Bradley and Vinny here once again, and just a quick mention, you pretty much become a starring member of the show at this point. What was, a simple, I need someone to fill in for an episode or two, and here you are, several episodes later, you're pretty much just me and you at this point. So, thank you for being here, Vinny.
You're welcome.
Oh, thanks. So yes, today we're playing a little spin on a classic Daily Weekly Show game. Instead of guessing real from fake news stories, this time they're all real news stories, but they're missing a key part of the headline, and Vinny has to fill in the blank to guess this, make the news story correct. So they're all true. There's 8 in total. How well do you know your weird news?
Not well, I guess.
So is this whole game just going to be a random luck guessing game for you?
Yes.
Well, that's pretty much what they all are, really. But hey, that's a bit of fun, and you might find something interesting along the way. Look at that, whipping my cue cards out. I love using these. And I believe you're going to use the whiteboard again.
Yeah.
To test your left-handedness. I have to say, you've been getting quite good writing with your left hand, because you're normally right-handed, so maybe you can do both. That'd be quite a talent.
I hope I can.
Okay, right. Here we go. Number 1. Russian sculptor creates gigantic blank from frozen manure. I'll read that again for you. So a Russian sculptor creates a gigantic blank from frozen manure. So did you understand what that headline was?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So basically a guy made a statue of something out of frozen, manure, manure, I'm guessing in simplest terms, would be like cow poo and horse poo, Nice. If you freeze that, you can make stuff out of it. Coming soon to the Daily Weekly Show.
No.
I wouldn't put anything past us at this point. So the options are A, a cockerel, B, a statue, or C, a rocket. So what is he going to make out of this frozen manure? Okay, what have you gone for?
A,
a cockerel. That's a farm animal. It'd make sense, don't you think?
Yeah.
Plus, if the headline was, he creates a gigantic statue, that's pretty boring. Because we already gathered that much. And a rocket, well, that could be interesting. But you're correct, he did create a gigantic cockerel from frozen manure. And if I can find a picture of it, here it is on screen. Number 2. Tubby blank rescued by firefighters after getting stuck in railings. Tubby blank gets rescued by firefighters after getting stuck in the railings. Is it A, a man, B, a dog, or C, a horse? Which one of these tubby things got stuck in a fence and had to be rescued by fire brigade? I hope I can find pictures for all of these stories. So what have you gone for?
B.
B, a dog.
Yeah.
I guess it's the most logical answer. Unless it was a drunken man on a night out, somehow got his head stuck between a railing. And I don't think a horse is going to be anywhere near it. But hey, you were correct again. Well done. You're doing good this time. So yeah, the correct answer was a dog. I guess it kind of makes sense, that one. Tubby dog. It must have been a big dog. Alright, number 3. The last male white rhino is now on blank in an attempt to save the species. The last male white rhino is now on blank in an attempt to save the species. A, the endangered list, B, Tinder, or C, antidepressants. I mean, if you're the last of your kind, I would be pretty depressed too, so maybe that's not a bad shout. So is he on the endangered list, Tinder, or antidepressants? The last male white rhino. I think this story might be a couple of years old, so I don't know if there are any more white rhinos at this point. Just for context, you know what Tinder is? I suppose you're a bit young. I should have cleared that up. But you know what that is.
It's a dating
app. Exactly, it's a dating app. Would a rhino really be on a dating app? Who knows? So, what are you gonna go for?
A.
A, the endangered list?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty smart answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's if something was on the, last of its kind, you'd think he'd be on the endangered list. And technically, I think he probably was, but that is not the answer for this.
Yeah.
That's not the missing bit of this headline. because the last male white rhino is now on Tinder in an attempt to save the species. I don't know how many other animals are on Tinder. It says last male white rhino, so there are a lot other female white rhinos out there. So I guess if they're also on Tinder, then maybe they'll match, but if it's anything like my Tinder experiences, then you're not going to get any matches. Okay, so moving on. Number 4. Swimming pool sends blank to customers they accidentally turned blue. Swimming pool sends blank to customers they accidentally turned blue. So I guess there was a chemical in the water, and then when they got out of it, they were covered in blue stuff. So what did they send as a kind of apology? Was it A, a letter of apology, B, Smurf dolls, or C, blue dolphin inflatable? I mean, if that happened to me, I don't really know what I'd expect, to be honest. So, letter of apology, Smurf dolls, or blue dolphin inflatable? What have you gone for?
B.
B, Smurf dolls.
Yeah.
Because they're blue.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Wow, you're doing good. How many have you got now? 3 so far. Not bad. Okay. So yeah, they actually sent some Smurf dolls. If you didn't mind, or if you weren't too bothered about being turned blue, I guess, you know, you can have a laugh, a bit of a joke. But if you were really annoyed about it, I don't think being sent a blue doll is going to make you feel any better. So that's a bit tongue-in-cheek for this swimming pool. Woman in China spends a week in 24-hour blank after bad breakup. So a woman in China spends a week in 24-hour blank after a bad breakup. Was it A, hospital, B, cinema, or C, KFC? So where would you like to go after a bad breakup? I mean, hopefully, gee, if it was the hospital, what kind of bad breakup was that? It's a bit dark. I'm a big fan of the cinema myself. Although I've never been to the cinema on my own. I don't know. That's a step I haven't took yet. So, hospital, cinema, or KFC? What have you gone for?
C.
KFC?
Yeah.
So you think a woman has spent a whole week in a 24-hour KFC after a bad breakup?
Yeah.
And you'd be correct. That is the correct answer. 24-hour KFC is good enough. Spending a whole week in there, not only is that a lot of money, that's a lot of chicken. Although I suppose after a breakup, people do want to have something nice to eat, so I understand that. Man paid for 6 years of work despite blank. Man paid for 6 years of work despite blank. Is it A, not turning up, B, being dead, or C, never clocking in? Never clocking in, being dead, not turning up.
It's a weird B.
That looks like a D with a line on it.
Yeah, I know.
So you think man was paid for 6 years of work despite being dead?
Yeah.
Oh god, I wish that was the correct answer, but it's just a boring one. He just didn't turn up. Just still, he managed to get paid for 6 years without ever actually going to work. That sounds good to me. Elderly man posts letters in blank for 2 years. An elderly man posts letters in blank for 2 years. Is it A, someone else's letterbox, B, a dog poo bin, or C, a closed down post office? That's rather unfortunate, all of them. Oh, bless him. Like, this actually happened. The poor guy. 2 years is a long time to post your letters somewhere where they shouldn't be. Oh dear. Right, have you got your answer?
Yeah, B.
B, a dog poo bin. Oh dear. Like, yeah, there's absolutely no chance they're getting where they need to go if you put them in a bin. Especially a dog poo bin. But that's the correct answer. I guess, because, you know, you've got the 2 types of bins, haven't you? You've got the red one and the green one.
Yeah.
And the red one is dog poo, isn't it? And the green's like general waste, it's like outdoors. So I guess he got confused, he saw a red object. I'll pop the post in there. Don't worry, Margaret, here's my letter for you. Don't worry, grandson, here's my Christmas card with £50 straight in the bin. Oh dear, that poor soul. So yeah, dog poo bin. Well done, another correct answer. And here we go. It's the last one. So how many have you got right so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 7 is pretty good. So you've already won the game by getting more than half. Here we go, last one. And this is double, this one. So there's 2 blanks.
Okay.
City centre left covered in blank after mass blank fight. City centre left covered in blank after mass blank fight. Is it A, feathers from a pillow fight, B, shells from a peanut fight, or C, rotten veg from a food fight? So which one of these do you think happens? I mean, maybe they all happen, but I'm looking for one answer here. So, feathers from a pillow fight, shells from a peanut fight, or rotten veg from a food fight. That's a really good A for using your left hand.
Yeah.
You're even holding the pen naturally now. You've got this figured out. So if you've learned anything today, you've learned that you can write with left hand. And it's the correct answer. It was feathers from a pillow fight. I cannot imagine that happening around here. How many people were involved in a mass pillow fight? That's pretty impressive. Thought I might trick you up with like a food fight, like that could, rotten veg, like a fest. I don't know why, but I thought that one might have been also pretty believable. But well done, Vinny. So you got, wow,
Got 6 out of 8.
6 out of 8, which is a pretty impressive score. That's good. Did you think you were going to do that well?
No.
No. Wow. Do you know what you get for your prize?
What's that?
Well, here's a little tease for you and you. In an upcoming video, coming sometime soon, I'm not going to spoil when, it's part of the surprise, but Vinny and I will be tasting every flavour of Oreo ice cream that we could get our hands on. And you, sir, have just won some extra ice cream. How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
Good, I thought so. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this game. I actually enjoyed this. Did you enjoy this?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I think you enjoyed it more than you thought you would. So that was a pretty fun one. I do like to do these games. It's been a while. But yeah, maybe we'll do some of these more coming soon as well. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good week. Bye for now.
Bye.
Click through to watch another episode of the Daily Weekly Show where I played a similar news game. Can you guess the real news from the fake news? And head over to Daily Weekly Builds to watch something a bit different.